Welcome back to the series where we take a look at some of the decks we've created for the standard format of the Pokemon TCG. Today we are looking at ClefaPult, a combination of the Prankish Clefable and obviously Dragapult VMax, which is quite popular at the moment. Basically, this deck focuses on the discarding of energy and sort of control aspect of it. So we run Clefable, which says when you evolve this Pokemon, you get to remove an energy from your opponent's active and put it on the top of their deck. Not only does that remove an energy and slow their deck down, it also sets up the next card they're going to draw so they can't draw into what they need, which is always good. We've got the regular Dedenne, Eldegoss and Crobat, which we run in most decks these days. We've got the two Zigzagoons, which again work perfect with Dragapult. It just lets us even out those numbers to take knockouts. We've got the 3-3 line of Dragapults. You can play 4-4. I've never actually found a game where I need it, so for me, I just run the 3-3. Then, like I said, we've got the Eldegoss Crobat. We run one Tool Scrapper just to, again, to control the field a little, to remove things like Air Balloon or some single strike or rapid strike stuff, or things that give health, just to make it easier to knock stuff out and catch people off guard. Then obviously 4 Scoop Up Nets means we can reuse not only Zigzagoon, but more importantly our Clefables. We run the one Fan of Waves. Again, we can discard a special energy on top of the Clefable. 4 Crushing Hammers as well. Super annoying deck, not one that's fun to play against at all. We run 2 of the Fan of Waves, if that makes it any better. Really annoying deck to play against, but it is good at what it does. We also run Spikemuth, which if you checked our last episode is something we normally run with Dragapult. Just lets us add more damage counters, which is always good. And then we've got the regular 4-4 Marnium Research, 2 Boss's Orders, 4 Horror Energy, and then 6 other. So this is a deck we're going to be playing. We're going to jump into it now. So let's see how we get on. Okay, it's not the worst start in the world, but it is also nowhere near the best. It's probably our worst active, and we're going into a mirror match. I did actually run some Jirachis in mine, which is always a good start, but oh, that's not even the regular Jirachi, that's the amazing rare one. Looks super cool, but I don't know if I'd run it over the other one. We need to hit one of these Crushing Hammers. The problem is we need to quick ball for a Dragapult, ideally, so we can get set up. Oh god, okay, we've got to get rid of one of them. There's no way we can play Clefable, so it is going to get trashed, so we might as well have a higher chance on these. Grab a Dragapult. Right, here we go. 1 of 3 Crushing Hammers. Oh, that is unfortunate. We've just thrown away 2 hammers, basically. Let's set up here. We'll set up a Clefairy. We've got a supporter for next turn, so we're fine. We'll get a Clefairy down just so we can keep control of the energy, and we will pass turn. Ideally, what we want next turn is we're going to Marnie so we can Horror Attach, and then hopefully we get a Pokemon before or after so we can VMAX. The problem is we need his Dragapult in the active to start Clefairy in him, so wait and see what he does here. I'm guessing we're going to get hammered back because pretty much every deck plays hammers. I mean, this deck is designed around hammers. Every other deck just throws them in because they don't know what else to play, basically. I'm interested to see what this deck is. So it's some kind of Cataday / Dragapult deck. I'm not sure what the synergy is there. Interesting deck. I am interested to see how this plays. Right, that is perfect. We could not ask for a better hand there. So we're going to Tool Scrapper away. We need to Marnie. It would be nice to Boss's Orders up his Dragapult V, but we can't do that this turn. Could do it next turn. We're going to put that up, and then can't grab a Dedenne because it's there. We'll grab a Crobat, draw some cards. Yeah, we're going to Communication away our VMAX since we can't use it. We probably should have waited because we could potentially set up with a Clefable. See, we've got no out here, so I'm going to take the Clefable to bait him into Marnieing us. We don't want to use it yet, so we're just going to go done. Oh, I guess that does spread damage, so he's just trying to get as much damage down as he can. It's a cool idea. I'm not sure how well it works in practice, but we shall see. And here we go. Now we can get the knockout with our own Max Phantom, which is always good. Let's see where he goes with this. If he drops it to Clefairy, he's probably wasted the damage. That is obviously the right choice. Let's see how we get on here. So we're going to Clefable. Get rid of one of these energies. We're going to have to attach to retreat. He's obviously got the knockout here, which is unfortunate. So that damage doesn't matter too much. Now the question is... Okay, at least we get the first attack. We will need some help from additional Pokemon to drop damage. But we'll see how we get on. Ideally, we need some kind of scoop, net or something to pick up our Clefable. We're kind of dead drawing at the minute. We need some more supporters. I think 263. We're going to be close to knocking him out because of our horror energy compared to his. Which is good. I don't know if he's going to realise that. I don't think he will. But he's going to get the knockout on Dedenne anyway, which is a huge plus for him. Even on his next attack, he won't kill us though, so he should be okay. We don't KO him either. So this is kind of a tricky turn. Oh god. I'm really not happy throwing this hand away, but... This deck needs to get moving because it is moving super slow at the minute. We're going to scoop up. We're going to max Phantom. Let's think. If we knock this out, we need to take 2 more prizes. That's going to mean we have to take 3. So I think we're going to start taking his bench out. So he's going to do 130. So 2, 3, 10. So we'll still have 10 left and it will knock him out when he hits us anyway. The only thing he could do here would be to retreat, but he hasn't got that Dragapult ready yet, so I think we're in a good position. The only thing is, obviously, we've got no backup either. We haven't even got our Dragapult out yet. And we have thrown 1 VMax away. So that's going to knock him out, so he's going to have to bring someone else into the active. Or maybe it's not. Oh, he's choosing damage. Fair enough. And there's the knockout. We go down to 2 prizes now. There's the Dragapult we needed. If we can hit an energy, we're in a good position here. And we haven't. Oh. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, he's lost. I don't think he really had a way out of that though. So... Yeah, we both sort of struggled to get our second Dragapult going. Ours outlasted his. We played around with damage a little better, which is what this deck does well. We slowed him down, removing energy, so he had none to attach to his bench, which is the advantage of this deck over the Apple version, which is what I played last week. So if you want to check that out, it will be somewhere up top. We will play another game. That was a pretty good showcase of it, but we'll get a couple more in. Make it worth your while, obviously. Right, let's go to a game 2 and see how we get on. It's not a nice deck to play against, so anyone that I do play, I apologise now. But it is very good at what it tries to do. And I think we will see that again in this one. That is a really cool deck box and sleeves. And that is a horrible start. Okay, so he's running the... What's the evolve of that called? Basically, I think they go back into his deck. We can actually discard that before he can use it though, so that's not all bad. Have we got a supporter? Yes. So we'll grab the Dragapult out, attach an energy, discard his, and then switch. He is weak to Psychic as well, so we can take the knockout this turn. And then knock that one out. So that is 1 down already. Can we get set up? Kind of sucks throwing that away, but we did need to keep the hand moving. Let's see how he gets on. So it is 90. And I am confused. Okay, so I can evolve to get out of the confusion if we hit it. If we don't, then we might be in some trouble. Right, so horror. That in case he tries to retreat. Just take the knockout again. This is kind of rough on him because we are his weakness. But I mean, they are only single prizes as well, so I mean, 2 of them are gone already. I'm guessing he runs some kind of rod. That is actually really helpful. But obviously, seeing how many cards I've got in my hand, there's no way he could know that. I think we have to Pokemon Communication for a VMAX and to start taking bench knockouts. Like we can take 2 KOs this turn. I'm feeling like we spread some damage now. Or do we focus something? No, I'm going to take a knockout on that Swablu and then hit another thing with some damage. Is that another special energy? Oh, these special energy decks. It's just so rough. It is awful. Especially against this deck. I'm guessing that Pidgey's going into the Pidgeot that lets him move around cards. I can't remember what it does. Does it draw 2 a turn or put 1 away and draw 1? Something like that. Look at the top 2. Put 1 on the bottom of your deck and 1 in your hand. Awesome card. I've seen some decks built around that. He might be able to get something off here. And then obviously he leaves that up after he hits me, which is all good. I do resist fighting as well though, so... Oh, okay, I get you. So this is a wall to GX, so... Can we actually knock that out is the question. That says prevent damage, so I can still drop tokens on it. I can still get it when it retreats, so it's not as good as it sounds. Although that confusion is quite annoying. We do need to get set up here. I think we might actually snipe out this doll just because we don't want to have to deal with it. Wow, this game's really turned around. Okay, we've hit every supporter in our deck. Brilliant. Is it worth... I can't actually hurt him, so... Is there any point of attacking? I could shred. I'm going to take the chance. Awesome. Okay, so that's got 30 left. That's got 20 left. And this has got 40 left. We could potentially clear up here. Obviously, we need a switch to get the confusion off. But we've also got the opportunity to switch into Jet Assault, which is a pretty good attack as well. He needs to now search out. Okay, so he did rod a few back in, so he's not looking too bad. Can't evolve this turn though, so I am going to get a chance here. I just need to get quite a few things going my way. So, first off, Hammer. Didn't go my way. Eldegoss is on the bench, so we... Oh God, we've got to. That is a horrible turn. That's a really, really bad turn. We can get our VMAX out. We can't switch into it though, is the other thing. This is rough. Obviously, Clefable isn't really going to work against this deck either. So I am going to Dedenne away a hand because Clefable is almost useless. We'll Christian Hammer, which isn't useless. There we go. We will set up a Clefable just in case we boss his orders, unless we're throwing both away. No, just one. Okay. I'm going to switch into this guy. Yeah, Spikemuth's working against us right now. And I think we're going to max Phantom. It doesn't hurt that, but we can still take out the stuff on its bench. How much health has that got? 60. I can't go back on my clicks, can I? Okay, we'll just clear those two out. That's fine. So, he needs to hit an energy still. So, he needs a special energy as well. Which he has got 3 of still. Boss's orders up. And we will Phantom for the win. Can't even see him. I'm sure I'm clicking on him. And there's the second knockout. That is game 2. Both times just showing how the deck works, how even against a deck where we can't discard its energy, it's still... Dragapult itself is just a super effective card. I hope you've enjoyed this episode despite how horrible this deck is. Let me know in the comments any other decks you want to see, and I will see you in the next one.